What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all of the data mine returning Pokemon coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel and enjoy this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. So to begin, if you didn't see, yes, there is new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Part 1, the Teal Mass, and Part 2, the Indigo Disc. Teal Mass is coming out fall 2023, while the Indigo Disc is coming out winter 2023. But let's be real, winter 2023 really just means 2024 early. So keep that in mind. So yes, it's gonna be a while before we actually get the DLC in our hand, which is very disappointing. I do actually believe that the DLC was delayed, especially the Part 1, considering it was a summer themed DLC, which is releasing in the fall. So that's a little bit disappointing. However, we did get our first taste of the returning Pokemon, and we see in the Teal Mass that we're gonna get some really cool Pokemon coming back. Ninetales is awesome. We get a new Weather Setter with that. We get Vigavolt. We get Milotic is awesome too. And then Indigo Disc, we're gonna have some really cool Pokemon. Zebstrika is awesome because it hasn't came back since like a Gen 5 game. So that's been a very long time since we've seen Zebstrika. Metagross, of course, one of the coolest Pokemon ever made. Whimsicott's gonna be great for VGC, and Male Esper is also gonna be really cool too. So we saw some Pokemon actually officially confirmed, which was pretty nice. However, in the latest patch 1.2.0, we had a massive data mine, similar to what happened in Sword and Shield, what Matt says here. Like with Sword and Shield 1.2.0 and SV 1.2.0, Game Freak has deleted Pokedex entries for a lot of Pokemon instead of stubbing them. Included in a list are all the currently confirmed returning Pokemon for DLC, like Yanma. Notably, all the starter Pokemon from past games are here, except for Unova, minus Samurott, which is already in SV, because obviously Hisui and Samurott. Also, no legendaries. This list could very well be returning Pokemon in the DLC, but it could also change. Seems like a good coincidence, I think. So one, this confirms two things. One, we get the full list of returning Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet within the DLC. We don't know what Pokemon are going to be in which DLC, Part 1 and Part 2, but you should assume that number is going to be cut in half, and that number is looking like 230 some Pokemon, which is actually pretty big, honestly. But the other big thing this confirms is, yes, Gen 5 remakes confirmed. The only reason why they would not have the Unova starters outside of Samurott, because obviously Samurott has a Hisuian form, which they're going to have to be able to bring over for Scarlet and Violet with Pokemon Home. But for the others, the big reason for that is, yes, we're going to be getting some Gen 5 remakes. I wouldn't say next year, but, you know, we're definitely sometime in the future, maybe within a year or 2 years. So 2024, 2025, I would expect a Gen 5 remake. Not sure it's going to be Black or White, Black and White 2, maybe something like a sequel, Black and White 3, who really knows. But that's going to be pretty sweet. And lastly, we also get confirmation that Scarlet and Violet are revealed to be called Sudach. Sudach is the code name, and we actually already have some audio files of Sudach in the code right now. So this is going to be very interesting stuff. And now for the 223 Pokemon that were in that data mine, and a very nice infographic. Shout out to Pokehouse for that. So yes, we are getting pretty much all of Kanto coming back. We're gonna get Venusaur line, Blastoise line. Obviously Charizard's already in the game, so you can include Charizard there. Arbok line, which is pretty cool. Big fan of the Sandslash line coming back. Now Clefable gonna be huge and competitive. I also gotta say, Venusaur could be pretty big and competitive too. Same with Blastoise. Ninetales is gonna be really fun because, you know, Ninetales is another Sunsetter, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Vileplume, you know, that's all right, but I'm really excited about the Polygraph line because that means we got Politoed, which means we are going to get another Rain Satyr, which is going to be very awesome. And Politoed is just a better Pelipper for sure. Personally, big fan of Victory Bell, big fan of this guy. Tentacruel, always good to see more Tentacruel action. Love me that Golem made it, and to be fair, we did see the Golem line in the second DLC. If the Geodude was on the screen, so we can assume this line is coming in the second half of the DLC. Dodrio, Dudong, which is pretty interesting. Exeggutor, I love to see, honestly. What a fun little Pokemon. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan's always a cool one. Weezing, which pretty much confirms we're getting Galarian Weezing as well, which is going to be awesome. We're going to have a Misty Terrain Setter again. Right online, that's always cool. Seadra, which means Kingdra. Love me Electabuzz, Magmar, and Lapras. This is a good bunch. Porygon Z is going to be coming back too. Finally, Snorlax. You know, Pokemon Sleep is happening, so we got some Snorlax action. And then we got the Meganium line as well. And we have Typhlosion, Fraligator, which obviously Typhlosion because, you know, Hisuian's Typhlosion, so that's a gimme right there. But we're going to have regular as well. Furret line, Noctowl's going to be cool. Ariados, which definitely needs a buff. Lantern, a big troll. Of course, the babies are back. Like I said, Politoed, that's going to be a big one for a lot of people there. Gligar, which means Gliscor is back, and that's huge. I know a lot of Gliscor fans are happy. Swinub is back, which we did see on the screen of the second DLC. There was a Mamoswine, so Mamoswine confirmed for the second DLC, which is really cool. Skarmory is always a nice one too. That's a big wall. Of course, Kingdra, Porygon 2. Bunch of babies. Smeargle, that's a fun meme Pokemon. Sceptile is dope. Blaziken and Swampert. That is a godlike starter trio that we're getting back. Ludicolo is going to be a threat on rain teams for sure. You better watch out. Ludicolo is coming for you. Shiftry is cool, as we saw. Don't really care about Nosepads, Plusle Mine, and Volbeat or Illuminaze, but Flygon is back, and that's a big one for a lot of people. I really hope we get a buff to Flygon, maybe even somehow a new form or something for Flygon. I'm really excited for that. Crawdon's cool. We saw Milotic. Dusclops line. This is one of those just straight up one of the best Trick Room Pokemon out there in the meta. So Dusclops is pretty massive. Metagross, my boy, absolutely legendary. Then we get Torterra, Infernape, and Polion. So yes, you can also transfer your alpha versions of these from Pokemon Legends Arceus if you had that going. Rampardos, Bastion. So finally fossils. Our first fossils are now coming to Scarlet and Violet, which is really cool. Rhyperior, Electivire, Magmortar, of course, very cool. As I mentioned, Gliscor, Mamoswine, Porygon Z, Probopass, Dusknoir, and there's Zebstrika. There is Excadrill, some big boys, and then we're gonna get Conch Elder too. So some really fantastic Pokemon right there. I'm super happy about that. Scrafty is back. That is so massive. Oh man, Reuniclus. These are such good Pokemon. They're finally returning. Garvantula's sick too. Chandelure, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Love this thing. Mienshao, an absolute high jump kick threat. Golurk just being, you know, he's just being Golurk out here. I love it. I love this little robot looking dude. Mandibuzz being all thick. You know, Meowstic is going to be huge, especially male Meowstic. It's going to be actually pretty big in VGC as well. Malamar's fun. Trevenant, love this Pokemon. One of the best shinies out there too. And of course, more starters. Decidueye, yes, Hisuian and Decidueye would be already in the game, so already know that. But the fact that Incineroar is back is going to be crazy for the meta. This is one of the strongest Pokemon ever. I mean, Intimidate, Fake Out, Parting Shot, immune to Prankster because being a dark type, strong stats overall. Absolute monster. This is going to change the meta forever. Once again, Primarina, Toucannon. We haven't seen Toucannon in a very long time, so that's a really exciting one there. Vikavolt, one of my personal favorite Pokemon. Really hope we somehow get a buff to this thing. We get Rabombi, which is a really cool Pokemon too. And we're going to be getting Araquanid. I love this thing so much. I really want to run a fun Araquanid team. Meteor and Comfey are back. We have not seen Meteor in forever. I think the last time we actually saw Meteor was going to be in, I think it was actually new Pokemon Snap was the last time we saw Meteor. So it's been a long time. Como-O is back. That's cool. Then some more Gen 8 love. Cramorant, everyone's favorite meme. More Pico. That's fun. Duraludon. I love this thing. This is an awesome Pokemon to return. And of course, we're getting the Hisuians. Weirdeer, Cleaver, Ursaluna, absolute monster. These should be coming in Pokemon Home, though, and not necessarily just in the DLC, so that's going to be really nice. Basculegion is cool. Sneasler's really strong. Overquill, Enamorus, and then we have the brand new Pokemon here. And we got 5 brand new Pokemon that were confirmed. All of them are suing to be legendary. This is a new legendary trio, or this could be a quartet, who knows? But it seems like Ogerpon is probably going to be the leader of this quartet. And then Parapagos seems to be the only legendary that's going to be in the second DLC for now, but I'm sure they'll have more legendaries. So there we have it, guys. That is all 223 brand new returning Pokemon coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is really awesome. I cannot wait for this DLC. I just wish the DLC was coming a little bit sooner than, you know, fall 2023, so hopefully they give us a lot of things to hold us over, but I sort of doubt it. But we'll see. You know, at least the new patch wasn't terrible for the game, so hopefully I'm going to be positive about it and keep my shiny hunting and VGC playing going. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.